Hi, I'm Tara. Today we're going to look at all of the new area in Canva that has to do with the Magic Studio. They've added a lot of AI generated apps. So we're going to go through each of them today just to show you what exactly they've added. So this is the Canva homepage. If you click on Magic Studio on the left hand side, it will bring you to Meet Magic Studio. So this might not always be here, so I'll show you the other way that we can get into it. But for now, it has the Magic Design for presentations, Magic Design for video. So we'll go through them a bit more detail shortly. We have Magic Write, which is a prompt that you can add to make your brand more kind of on point. Then we can transform our content with Magic Switch, Magic Animate, and Magic Morph. Magic Switch was previously the resize button, so they've just kind of renamed it and they've added a couple of items to it. And then we have Magic Media, which to me is mind-boggling. You basically key in a prompt and you either click video or image and it will generate one or other for you. It's incredible. The video not working just quite so well as it should be, but things are moving so quickly. Within a couple of months, I'd say it will be fine. Especially with people, if you say like a girl sitting on a tree, for example, you might get a girl and she might have 3 feet or 4 hands, or anyway, it needs a little bit of work, but certainly the text to image is much better. And then the last bit is part of the Magic Studio. So we have background remover and magic erase there already. And we now have, in addition to that, we have Magic Edit, Magic Grab, and Magic Expand, which are also fantastic. So let's get started, and I'm just going to give a brief kind of overlook of what each of them do. So as I say, we can always click on the Magic Studio, but if we click on the home, we can also do it up here. So if we want it, because it has these little stars in it, if we click in here and we just give a prompt, so I'm not going to make a video this time, we're just going to make a post. And it will give you, it already knows that you want to post, not a video. And here you can see that it has generated, these are templates that are already within Canva. But it'll give you 8 different varieties, and these are specific to the prompt that you have typed in at the top, which is, they're really good. It gets rid of all that lorem ipsum and you sitting there scratching your head trying to figure out what kind of text you're going to put in this post. So it gives you like a really good head start. So you can change the category of what you might want it to be, or you can use your own pictures. So if you add pictures here, it will generate one from the pictures that you have uploaded. And also you can select your brand colors. So once it has generated these 8, you can pick the one that you think suits your post the best. And when we click on it, we can just customize this template. And then it will open a Canva artboard for you. So here it is on your artboard. You can click on each element then. So as I say, if you have your own images, you can click on uploads and upload them that way. Or you can click on any of the text boxes and change the font, change the size, change the color. You can change the background color. It's absolutely, to me, is fantastic. So you can also do it from within an artboard. So basically, again, at the top, you just key in your prompt and it will go and generate a load of designs. It's within the Magic Design area. So as I say, it'll always give you 8 versions. They are only available with the Pro version. Unfortunately, they're not available with the free. So, but I think it's well worth it. As I say, it'll generate and text and ideas for you, even if it's only to get you going. So the next one we're going to look at is Magic Design for presentations. So when you click on it through the Magic Studio area, it will throw up this screen for you, and we're going to try it. And it'll bring you into a blank presentation. But I just want to show you, if you go the other way, if you go from the home page, you must have a presentation picked. So when we click on presentation, and we click on blank, it brings you to the same place, but obviously you have to be in presentation mode for the presentation magic template to work. So then when you key in, so we're going to do a presentation to show, it's the same thing again. It's, you put in your prompt and it goes and generates again another group of presentation slides for you. The only thing that I noticed with this is that they're not not terribly interesting. But I suppose it gets you started, like trying to sit down and think of what you're going to put on each slide. This one is not too bad. It's a bit colourful, and you click apply to all pages, and it'll give you then your list of different slides at the bottom, and you can add to them. You can also, if you have images that you want to, you can change all the text and introduce like images of your actual jam to make it a bit more interesting, I suppose. The third one that we're just going to quickly look at is Magic Design for video. Again, you can do this through the home page, but if you click on here, try Magic Design, it'll bring you to an artboard, and once you're there, it'll ask you to select at least 3 files to add to your video. So we're just going to pick these, all jam related, and then it'll ask you for your prompt. So we want a video to show our new market stall selling homemade jam, and then generate. And then, as you can see, it will generate, it does give you this kind of error. It's not really an error message, it's just saying that, some of the technology is not just totally up to scratch, so but improving all the time, I suppose. So it has created this little video, and it has imagined some text. They are, don't forget, just photographs, so although there is movement in them and they do pass as a movie clip, it's not a video in the true sense. But you can go in and change the text, again, change the font. There's little emojis and backgrounds. They're all on different layers, so you can move stuff around and move stuff frontwards to backwards. But it certainly, as I say, it certainly will get you going for ideas. And also, just to mention that it will add an audio to run in the background of your movie clip. You can adjust the audio effects to fade in or out, and you can also sync your pages and elements to that they will time them to the music. You need to actually turn this on, and it's also only available in the Pro version. So it's just something to also to be aware of. So the next one we look at is the Magic Switch. As I say, this was previously a resize at the top, so it's up here now. But so I'll just show you on this page here that we have. If we if we go to Magic Switch on this, the new stuff that we have is translate. So like this is it does work pretty well. you select the language that you want it to be changed into, and whether you want it for all pages or just the current page. So we'll just show you the current page, and you click done, and then you can translate existing design without creating a copy. So that means you're changing it on this one. So if you're not quite sure, you're better off having that unticked, and then click on translate. And then open mobile video, and it'll open it in a new area for you. And there we have it in French. So you would want to just make sure that your excuse me, the language that you're changing it into, that you are fully familiar with that language, because it may not just be perfect, and you don't want to be sending something out to the world that isn't correct. So if we just click back into our English version, we can click on the magic switch, and transform into doc is the other new part of the magic switch, which is pretty cool. So you can have a summary, you can have an email, poem, like this, the selection. So if we click on email, say you wanted to contact a load of people about your new market stall or about your new business, and then transform it into a doc. And once it's done, you just click on open doc, and it'll bring you to a new page. And it'll say, yeah, hi there, and you just have to put in your name, and it'll give you all of the pointers that are within your little movie. It's really, really good. So the next one I'm going to show you is the Magic Animate. So basically, if you click into one of your designs, so these are the designs that we generated earlier with the Facebook post. So so say we pick this one, and at the top it says animate, and when you click on animate, it now has this magic animate. So instead of you having to go into all of these and say, okay, well, I want to swipe left or right, it'll do it for you. So basically it will generate the animation for you, what it sees best, which is really good. So the next one is the Magic Morph. So basically it's taking something that is on your page already and making it, just morphing it into something else, basically. So if we take these bubbles, for example, I know they don't really go with jam, but just to give you an idea, and we key into the Magic Morph. So the Magic Morph is within the apps. If you can't find it, just key in Magic and it'll come up on the list. So click on Magic Morph, and then once again, if you key in a prompt, the better the prompt, the better the result, basically. And you just key on Magic Morph, it'll then give you 4 options. So we had keyed in a selection of pink bubbles. So although you can go up here and you can change the color of the element that you already have, it kind of does it a bit better, because it doesn't just change the whole thing to pink. It will see that you don't want all of it done, you just want some of it done. But like if, for example, you had an item of clothing and you wanted a different color, it will change that for you. Also, it will do, when you click on any text element within your design, if we just go back for 1 second, you can click on a text and then Magic Morph that into a different text. So again, you change your prompt here and you Magic Morph it. To me, the text one doesn't quite make the grade at the moment, but that's not to say that it won't in the future, because as I say, leaps and bounds at the moment with AI, it's just phenomenal. So the next to the Magic Media is where I think the Magic Studio really comes into its own. The text to image certainly is really good. The text to video, not quite there yet either, but as I say, could be quite soon. So if we just add another page, and down here at the bottom we have Magic Media. So when we click on Magic Media, we have images and videos, and it's fairly self-explanatory. It's again a prompt. So text to image, describe the image you want, and we generate it for you. So this is this is crazy to me, but anyway, it really works depending on how specific you are. So you can also pick the style and the aspect ratio. So we're just going to leave them as none and square at the moment, but you could have anime, watercolor. It's photorealistic. It's pretty good. So in the prompt section, you're going to put in whatever it is that you want your image to be. So we are going to a panda sitting on a tree. And at the bottom, we're going to generate image. And again, it'll give you 4. So it can take a couple of seconds for that to come to fruition. So as you can see, we have 4 different images. So they're all kind of animation, but they're pretty good. Do you know? I mean, they are certainly a panda sitting on a tree. So so as you can see, this one is a little wonky here. Don't really know what's going on with this leg there. So, and his arm, yeah, it might be just that his leg is a bit funny. So I'll just show you, just create something else. If we say a girl sitting in a tree. So when we get the girl sitting in a tree, this is what I mean by it doesn't quite work on humans, because you can see that her leg is totally crazy, and also her legs maybe don't fit this face. They look like much older legs, and this one then she has 3 hands. So yeah, they don't really work on people just yet, but I mean, it's still pretty amazing to think of what it can do. And then the other one on the other side is videos. So it is, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, except it will generate a little movie for you, and it does come with this kind of warning that scenes with people or animals may not quite look right. So yeah, as we can see from her legs and arms. So we'll try it anyway, just to show you. So we have a child running through a forest and generate video. So it can take a little time to cook, so you just have to be patient with that. So we just add a page and we just click on this, and here he is, and just make a little bigger, and then you can just play. So as you can see, he's not running. There is nothing going on there. It's just a picture. So that's, it can be a little disappointing. Also, he kind of looks a little strange. So the video is not quite there, but yeah, it's going to take some time for that to improve. But I mean, they are working on it, and yeah, compared to this time last year, we couldn't do any of this within Canva, so it's fantastic. The last 3 that we're just going to quickly look at are Magic Edit, Magic Grab, and Magic Expand. And these are all part of the Magic Studio, which was there already with the background removal and the Magic Eraser. So, so we just go back into our picture. And I'll just show you, when you click on any picture and click on Edit Photo, it'll bring you into the Magic Studio area. So the Magic Edit is the only one that's not a pro version. The Magic Grab, Text and Expand all are. So Magic Grab basically splits the main subject from the background. So it's a bit like background removal in reverse. I'll just show you how that works. Let's go to a different page. So we just make him a bit bigger and we just click on Edit Photo and Magic Grab. So then once we have it, you can see that they have separated. They haven't separated the panda from the tree, but they've certainly separated him from the background. So so then you could, you could have a split background and make it a little more interesting, and then you could put some text in here. So like it still works. It's pretty good. It's a good feature. The Magic Expand, then again we go back in here, and the Magic Expand basically generates an outside of the area. So you pick whatever aspect whatever size you want it to expand to. So we're going to click the whole page, and we're going to click on Magic Expand, and hopefully it'll generate outside of the picture. So as you can see, it has generated, not really sure what that is at the bottom, but anyway, it has generated, like, it has made it the full size, the full screen. This one is probably a little more interesting because it has kind of taken some of the leaves and expanded it. This, yeah, they look kind of like Chinese writing, but I'm not sure. But I mean, it's perfectly acceptable. It's some of it is, you could separate them out then and remove bits that you don't want, but it's pretty good. It's pretty impressive. Again, if this was people and you wanted them to, if they were, like, say in center of the artboard, it might generate like extra arms or extra hands, which it looks pretty odd. So yeah, not quite there, but getting there. So the next one is the grab text one. So obviously you have to have text within your image, but say that you found the perfect poster, but you don't want so this has a spelling mistake. So it says Healy habits as opposed to healthy habits. So we just want to edit photo, and we're just going to grab text. And as you can see, it will grab the text. It might not be able to generate what exactly it is that it says. It's sometimes better if the text is a bit less stylized, but you can then remove that text, or you can then retype it for healthy habits, and you could then go in and take that out with your edit tool. As I say, you can then change any text. If there's lots of text in a picture, it will grab all of the text, which is pretty cool, and then you can change it all to the same font, and you can make it whatever color you want, and you can animate it and add effects to it. It's really good. So the last one we're going to look at is the Magic Edit, which, as I said, is not part of the Pro version. It is part of the free. So when we click on our image and we click on Magic Edit, and we're just gonna brush here. You can change the brush size to make it bigger if you feel, and then you continue and you add your prompt in here. So we're going to say add a kangaroo, and then we're going to generate. So basically it gives you 4 options. Some of them are a little random because that's obviously not a kangaroo. It just says add a kangaroo. This kangaroo is looking a little peculiar. This one is probably too real looking compared to but I mean, that's all down to your prompt and how specific you are with your prompt. But before, obviously, we would have had to go and look for these images and match them and, bring them back in. So it will generate anything within reason, obviously. As I say, you can generate it again and it'll bring you to somewhere else, bring you another result. So again, these are now really peculiar looking. So you know, I'm not even sure what that is, but so yeah, it does, as it says, this technology is new and improving. So yeah, it definitely needs some work, but it is getting there. So that is a quick run through of everything that there is within the Magic Studio, Magic Media, Magic Morph. It's a huge amount of information to get your head around, I know, but hopefully I've broken down into each section, so so you can go through it each and every one, and learn how to use each part of it. It's phenomenal. AI is, yeah, I don't know where we're going to go with it, but it's certainly helping in the graphic industry. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. If you have, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe.